Welcome to Channel 17, the Town of Colonie Government Channel.
Hi, I'm Town Supervisor Paula Mahan, and welcome to Colonie Connect. Today we have three special guests with us. Don Myers, our Superintendent of the Town of Colonie's Parks and Recreation Department, Christine Carey, Director of our Colonie Senior Resources Department, and also the host of the Senior Resources Show on our Channel 17, and Beth Bomba from the Youth Services Department at our William K. Sanford Town Library. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Today we're going to be talking about the programs that we offer our residents and students during the summer months. We have a variety of programs that we offer throughout the year, but as a former educator, I should say once an educator, always an educator, parents often ask the question, what do you have to offer for our kids when they're off on summer vacation for 2 months of the year? And we certainly want to be able to provide good quality programs, and we do that in the town of Colonie. And we also offer excellent programs for our adults and seniors. We have the golf course and the town pool, of course the library, and a lot of services for seniors. So we wanted to go over some of those today. And I thought maybe we could begin with you, Don, and so you can give us a little bit of background on the programs we offer at the town park and the golf course and the playgrounds.
Well, as far as the golf course is concerned, the golf course opens about the first or second week in April, traditionally, and closes in November. Only once have we gone into December with the golfing. It's now 36 holes. It started out as 9 or 18 holes in 1969. In 1982, we added another 9 holes, which made it 27. In 1998, we added another 9 to make it 36. As far as some of our other programs, the pool opens the weekend of June 21st and 22nd.
Okay.
Then it closes down for final exams, then opens up the following Friday for the duration of the summer.
Now, the golf course you said opened up in April.
Yes, this year it opened about April 14th.
How are things going so far?
They're going great. It's weather connected, so this year the weather's been great, and so the golfing is full swing now.
Okay, full swing.
Yep. Okay.
Let's hope that we have one of those years where we go into December.
That'll be great.
Okay. I've heard a lot of great comments. People are really, out there enjoying golf throughout the week. The weekends are packed, and I know we have a nice restaurant there as well, so can grab something to eat or for dinner, lunch, whatever. But I've been hearing nothing but great things, so I'm sure the summer is going to be really booming up there. So.
If you can predict the weather, we're in good shape.
Okay. Now for the town pool, I know swimming lessons and things like that. Are they still offered?
Yeah,
in
we
the past?
have 2 swimming lessons program. One is at the town pool, which is a 2-week program. The first 2 weeks that the pool is open.
Okay.
And then we have a Learn to Swim program at our summer enrichment program, which starts, again, the same first 2 weeks of the summer.
Okay. Very good. All right, let's hear a little bit about our seniors. Chris, can you give us a little bit of an idea of maybe we have a lot of programs that go on throughout the year, but specifically this summer, is there anything special that's planned?
But there's a few very nice events that are planned, and some of them are recreational, some of them are cultural programs and educational programs. As you know, the town funds 7 senior citizen clubs. So the clubs are geographically located throughout the town, sort of like a neighborhood approach to where people grew up and raised their families. There's a club in each of the areas of the town. And each of the clubs is very independent. They get financial support from the town. in order to plan trips and events, cultural programming, educational programming, picnics, bus trips. Some are day trips, some are overnight trips. I know one of the clubs is going down to the Jersey Shore. So they utilize the funds that they get from the town to plan what their club members would like to participate in. Each of the clubs is unique that they plan what their membership, would enjoy. Most of the clubs have a senior citizen picnic at some point during the summer. At the end of the summer, August 16th, all 7 clubs come together and have one large picnic. And this year it's at the Polish American Club in West Albany. So that's a neat event because it allows everybody to come together and socialize. Many of the clubs have their own picnics as well. Another great program that the town provides is the Farmers Market Summer Coupons. And the Farmers Market Coupon Program is funded through Albany County Department for Aging. And what the coupon books are $20 coupon books. And it allows seniors who are income eligible, and a senior would have to have income under about $1,600 a month. Okay. They would have to meet the requirements for the Home Energy Assistance Program. What would happen is each household would get one book of coupons, and they can go to any farmer's market and use the coupons to buy fresh produce. And as Donnie talks about it, how important fitness is, particularly for seniors, eating well and staying active is really the key to living a long and healthy life. So the Farmers Market Program is a program that we every year have a waiting list of people looking for coupons, so seniors should contact our office if they think that they're eligible. Another program that we do with in the town is the Summerfest program, and that's done with the Senior Center, Colonie Senior Service Centers, and that's going to be held this year on June 30th. And that's open to the public, not just seniors. It's at the Beltrone Living Center, but it's a terrific evening. Hot dogs and hamburgers are for sale. There's face painting. There's activities for the children. There's make your own sundaes that our department scoops out all the ice cream. The town band plays that evening. It's a nominal fee for the food, but it's a free night, and it's so nice to see families that are at the crossings come over to utilize the activities at the Beltrone Center. So it's a nice event, and again, for additional information, I can provide it through our office.
Sounds great. I know, that's along with our kids. Seniors is a population that we're very want to pay a lot of attention to as far as programs, because it just adds so much to the quality of life. So I know we have several great programs out there that all of our clubs utilize, and we want to continue that, and hopefully as we go on into the future be able to offer even more. So this is very important to us. I've been to several of the events that seniors have. Of course, it's always a ball. I just a few weeks ago, I attended a fashion show at the Beltrone Living Center, which was great. It was wonderful. And yesterday, I had a chance to go to a little activity day. There was a group of seniors that actually live in Carondelet houses, and they had these big bingo games going on, so it was pretty interesting. We had a great time. So there are a lot of fun things that go on. We want to continue that.
Absolutely. The town is very rich in the senior services that we provide. We've always prided ourselves on providing services for all different types of seniors, regardless of what their needs may be. And I think as true of raising a family, I didn't know what services were available for my children until I needed the services. And the same happens for adult children and older folks until they pick up the phone and find out exactly, what types of services can help meet their needs. And people are surprised at how much is available.
Yes, I think that's one thing we want to stress, and that is, if anybody has any questions about any of the programs for kids or seniors or what goes on in the library, we hope that they won't hesitate to pick up the phone and drop us a line, because we have some great opportunities here. Also, I know for families and seniors in particular, we have some programs that are going to be at the crossings. There are some programs put on by Villano Brothers, a lot of different concerts there. Of course, we'll still have our concerts at the Prine House. A lot of different activities there as well. So those are some more fun things that we offer to everyone over the summer. And Beth, you're working with the Youth Bureau, and you work with the programs through the town library?
That's right.
Okay.
I work in the Youth Services Department.
So can you tell us a little bit about some of the programs that are offered for the kids?
Well, our big summer reading club, our theme is Catch the Reading Bug, and this is the first year we're including the whole family reading instead of just independent readers. Moms, dads, everybody are welcome to join the reading club, and we have incentives, little prize baskets that they can win. And we have, along with the reading club, where we always tell if kids have to read from a summer reading list, why not earn prizes doing it? So we hope everybody comes in and joins the reading club. But separate from the reading club, we have about 10 programs a week at the library for various ages. We have a drop-in craft that's for all ages, and that's on Mondays. On Tuesdays, we offer a preschool program in the morning, and there's different themes. There's stories or entertainment, music. We have an Olympics, preschool Olympics day. We have workshops on Tuesday afternoon, which is for elementary, lower elementary aged kids. Tuesday nights, we have bedtime stories because you can't give up story time. Kids can come in their pajamas and listen to stories on Tuesday nights. Wednesday is Baby and Me, and that's for kids who are under 3, and their moms can come in for, it's kind of like a mom's group. They can talk to each other, the kids play together, and it's just an open time at the library for them to visit. And then for kids going into 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade, we have Club 123, which is a program that's at 2 o'clock on Wednesdays. And so that's for a little older. We have Battle of the Books. We've had that for several years now, and that's very popular. Kids have to read a book a week, and then they compete at the end in like a Jeopardy kind of game, the 3 different teams, and the kids write out their own questions. They write out the questions that we're going to be asking, and we choose them and rate them easy, medium, hard, and they battle and see who remembers the most about the books they've read. We have a craft club for older kids. We have a family night, which is for all ages. That's on Thursday night, and there's different activities that we have then. We have a volunteer program, which is how we're able to do all of this. We have volunteers. Anybody entering 7th or 8th grade can help out during the summer. They help us with registration. They help us at programs. They can come and just help us with paging type things, and volunteers really seem to enjoy it and look forward to it every year. We have a tween program for the first time this summer. They're going to be a little drama club, and they're going to be performing at one of our family nights at the end of the summer, a little play. This is our first time doing that. Lee Rickey, who's fairly new to the Youth Services Department, is going to be doing that. We have a campfire every year. Campfire, I say. We don't really have a campfire, but it's a program for families, and we have relay races, and we have skits and that kind of thing, and Smart Cookies, which is a cooking program that we've had for several years now. We a back-to-school program. There's a lot going on at the library in the summer.
It sounds great. There are so many overlaps with, I know, working in North Colony schools for many years, a lot of the programs you're describing overlap with what is being, reinforced in the classroom or throughout the year. So I think that's critical. And when you talk about some of the programs, it sounds like we live in a country village where people from the community. This is one of the center focal points, and to be such a large town and offer these types of intimate programs at our library, or for that matter at our senior center, or with our parks and recreation, is really, you should all be commended for being so creative and having staff that can provide these kinds of services. I know when you go to other places, you just may not find all these types of things. When you look at the range that you have in the library, starting from toddlers, preschool, right on through into teenagers, it's the way to go, and it follows the path of education throughout the entire area. So, you're just reinforcing in so many ways good educational practices, but having fun with it. And that's the one thing that, you know, as a teacher all those years, I always try to impress upon the kids that we can learn and still have fun. And, you know, the little rewards and things like that, those extrinsic rewards, whether it be a little prize for a reading program or whatever, it brings in the kids and the families, and they're so motivating. And eventually you end up building, you know, more intrinsic motivation, so kids want to learn just because it's fun. It's a good thing to do. Or they want to be healthy because it's a good thing to do. But I think across the board, when you look at all the programs, it's not just about one population. It's a continuum of services for all ages, and it brings the community, the families, the generations together in many different ways. And I just think that that is one of the, you know, the beautiful parts of what we have to offer. So the programs are certainly a wide range, and we want to continue that. And again, any way that we can improve upon that or extend it in any way and keep the quality, that's a goal for the future. So it's interesting to hear the creativity in the different programs. Battle of the Books, is that what it's called?
Battle of the Books.
Battle of the Books and things like that. But you know, I mean, that's what these are motivating factors, and that's what keeps people going. We also have a lot of information. We send home a lot of information with the kids and the family, so they know what's going on over the summer as well. Chris, you were going to say?
Well, I think it's unique that most of our programs, all of our programs, and probably almost everything that's done here at the library is at no charge to town residents. So accessibility is so important, particularly with the senior population. With the high cost of gas and the cost of food, you know, people have to make tougher choices now how they're going to spend their money and what they're going to be able to do with their families. So being able to afford to do recreational things with your family, or to be able to go out and listen to the town band at night with your friends, bring your folding chair and just sit outside and enjoy a nice summer night at the crossings, or whether it be, you know, the summer fest that we'll be holding in June. I think it brings families closer together, and you don't have to be spending a lot of money to have a nice family time.
It's true. It is true. I mean, to be able to offer this in our own backyards is just, you know, in today's day and age, it's remarkable, and it just goes to show how much how much effort and attention is put into these types of programs, especially in a time when, as you say, times are tough financially at home because of the economy, and times are tough for us as well. But we have a lot of people that give a lot of extra time and extra effort, and a lot of volunteers, including, you know, seniors and students. So that's what makes it all work, and we want to continue to foster, you know, that type of attitude so that we can keep these things going. One thing I'd like to be sure that our residents know how they can get more information about the program. So maybe we can start with Don, and you can just kind of give a little preview as to how we can get the information to our residents.
Well, each year we have brochures on a lot of our different programs. Summer playground program or drop-in program. The enrichment program, the Learn to Swim program, and those brochures have been distributed throughout the schools about 2 weeks ago. If anybody has any further questions, they can call our Parks Department office at 783-2761. Concerning the crossings, if people want to rent a pavilion, or they want to rent a room, or any questions about events at the crossings, 438-5597, or they can go online.
Very good. Okay, and Chris?
I think the easiest way for seniors to get information is to pick up the phone. When you call our office, you always get a person. You don't get a voicemail system. So our number is 459-5051, And as I mentioned before, the clubs are really the hub of where a lot of the socialization opportunities take place, particularly in the summertime. Our office can connect you with the individual club presidents, and you can call them directly to find out what club really best meets your needs. And the clubs are designed for folks 55 and older.
Okay.
So, and you can be a member of any one of the 7 clubs. You can hold, membership in more than one club. So the clubs are designed so that people mix between clubs and get to know other people and go on the trips and utilize the activities that are happening around the town, not just in their clubs. We also put our information in the town newsletter that goes out regularly. We often have information on upcoming programs and, of course, the town's website. But I find many times with the seniors that word of mouth is the way they hear about our services. I just got a call from a lady who said to me, "My friend was in to see you last week and you helped her with X, Y, and Z. She said she'd bring me in to see you. Can I come in next week?" I said, "Sure." So seniors often tell their friends about the terrific services and help they can get and refer them on directly.
That's great. Whatever way works for them and whatever way they're comfortable with, that's what we want to provide. So, and Beth, how about how can we get information about your programs?
Our newsletter for the summer should be out shortly. It is posted on the town website, and you can call the library at 458-9274 and ask to speak to somebody in youth services.
Okay, great. Well, I want to thank you, Don and Chris and Beth, for being here today. It's always a learning process when we have our guests on. We always find out about new things and new programs, which is the fun part for me. So I thank you all for being here today.
Thank you.
And I'm Paula Mahan. Thank you for watching Colonie Connect.
Welcome to Channel 17, the Town of Colonie Government Channel.